origin. There's another name for it, is an origin. So let's dive more about what order block is all about, how to spot a valid order block, why is order block important, and examples of an order block. So what's an order block? An order block is a price zone on a chart where big financial institution, for example bank, hedge funds, etc., place large buy or sell, leaving behind a strong footprint. This is a particular price zone on the chart where big financial institute place a large buy or sell order, leaving behind a strong print foot. So we're talking about why is this order block important. Yes, say this is another block. Yes, it's where large institute place. This is a price zone where on charts where big financial institute place a large buy or sell behind a strong footprint. And now we're talking about the importance of an order block. Order block are important because they show where the strongest player in the market buys or sells place their orders. Order block is important because they show where the strongest players in the market, buyers or sellers, place their orders. How do we spot a valid order block? How do we spot a valid order block? In the sense that whenever we see it in our chart, we can be able to mark this out and say, yes, this is our order block. This is where we are going to wait for price to return, and we are definitely assured that this place is where we can actually take a very big sales or buy from. So now how do you want to spot an order block? Number one, trend matters. You have to know about your trend or bias, knowing if the trend is on a buy trend or the trend is on a sell trend. Second, the last candle in accumulation. The last candle in accumulation, or let me break it down, the last candle before that aggressive trend. Let's just call it an aggressive trend, or a trend that just went toward a trend that went on a particular let's say a trend that just went towards a particular direction. The last candle before that massive direction it went to in accumulation, whether buy or sell. That's number two, what you must spot for a valid order block. Then the third is a break of structure. Your break of structure must be valid there. Fourth, your imbalance, that's your favor lookup, must be active there for a valid break of structure. Then the least but not the last, that's liquidity. Your liquidity must be active for price to attest to it, clear it. For price to clear your liquidity, then tap to your other block before going for a sell or a buy. Then note, always make sure you pay attention to your trend. Always make sure to pay attention to your trend, because other block actually works perfectly with your trend. You cannot be on a buy trend and you're working another block to sell. You cannot be having a sell trend bias for the day and you're working on that very sell other block for a buy. It's wrong. You must work according to the trend. If it's buying, then you're actually waiting for all this confirmation I listed for you to spot the other block and take that particular bias you have for the day, whether buy or sell. So let's go for an example. This is an example from our chart, how other block looks like. As you can see here, we are going to talk about a buy side other block. If you look at this movement, this aggressive movement that went, this buy aggressive movement that went towards a particular direction, you will notice this last candle, this, as you can, let's just explain it better. As you can see, this particular trend was like going down, you understand? Then we had the change of character here.